back with the pack. And now I get to be one of the first to say it. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Now, you're not the only ones who deserve some appreciation. Now, let's start this off right. Let's make some noise for your parents. I'm sure your grandparents are here too. Make some noise for them. Family, friends. And of course, your professors and staff. This is their moment too. But graduates, this day, this night, it's all about you. I hope you're proud of what you've accomplished. I hope you know how lucky you are to graduate from such a special school. And if you can't believe your time here at NC State is over so soon, well, trust me, I know exactly how you feel. Seriously though, so many of my best memories have happened right here. Throwing a fourth quarter touchdown right in that corner on fourth down to George Bryant, right in that corner of the end zone against Florida State back in 2010. You guys remember that one? That was a good one. Winning here against UNC. Sorry, Jeff, I know you're in research triangle, everybody else, I think you went to Duke, right? I know. But anyways, NC State, Duke, a little bit both. But anyways, but beating UNC on the road, twice on the road, that was pretty great. You guys remember that scramble, that tip pass that we caught? That was fun. But there's nothing like winning at home. And Carter Finley Stadium will always, always feel like home. This campus will always feel like home too. I'll never forget biking to class along Western Boulevard, throwing routes with my buddies in the parking lot at the College Inn. I used to say, hey, just run to the Buick and get open. Late nights at the cookout. I know you guys know about that chicken sandwich. I know. The chicken sandwich, the shake, the seasoned fries, and then the early mornings at Bojangles. Come on. The Bowberry biscuits, it doesn't get any better. Yeah. Those were the good times. I'll be honest, I had some really tough times too. I was taking 18 credits a semester, playing 2 sports, graduating in 3 years, going to sleep at 2 in the morning, and getting up at 4. And just a few weeks after I arrived here, my dad got really sick. He had to get his leg amputated. He passed away my junior year. I look back and I ask myself, how did I get through it? I got through it by having great people around me. That's how. I had my teammates. I'm gonna give you guys a little throwback here, but Owen Spencer, Daryl Davis, Jarvis Williams, J5, Big Wayne Crawford, J.R. Sweezy, Willie Young. Willie, how many fish did we catch that day, Willie? Jamel Eugene, Stephen Hauschka, just to name a few. They had my back. At NC State, I was surrounded by people who believed in me. Annabelle Myers in the athletic department. I'll never forget our prayers, Annabelle, our conversations, our laughs. Coach Chuck Amato, the first time I walked into the Murphy Center, I saw Coach Amato benching 100-pound dumbbells. Coach Elliot Avent, my baseball coach, he can't be here today, but I have to give him a shout out. The two of them saw this kid from Richmond, Virginia. They took a chance on him and offered him a scholarship to come here to Raleigh. Dede Hoggard, I love you, brother. I'll tell you all about Dede Hoggard a little bit later. It'll be worth the wait, I promise. Smoke, our equipment manager. Where's Smoke at? I'll let you in on a little secret. No one could catch a post route like Smoke. That's just a few names. There's a lot more. No matter how tough times got, though, I was never alone. I could count on people who supported me, challenged me. Most of all, they saw something in me, who I could be, what I could achieve. Their vision helped me live with vision, too. And that idea of living with vision is what I want to talk about today. To me, vision isn't about what you plan to do or what you hope to do. Vision is what you're called to do. When you're living with vision, you're not just being successful, you're achieving exactly what you were put on this earth to achieve. What does your vision look like? You've got to figure that out one. You got to figure that one out for yourself, but I can't tell you what you're meant to do because we're all called to something different. But each of us is called to do something great. And I believe that if you want to achieve that kind of greatness, if you want to make the biggest impact in the world, then living with vision is the way to do it. So I want to share with you a few lessons I learned about vision right here at NC State. First, vision takes discipline. I remember once one game, we were playing at the University of Miami here in Carter Finley Stadium. This game was special to me because my dad was extremely sick and he snuck out of the hospital just so he could see me play. He sat up there in that corner over there. He snuck out of the hospital. That showed you how crazy he was. Anyways, it's late in the game. Miami blitzes right down the A gap. Bam! I get hit right in the side of the head, but I throw a sweet seam route right about here to Owen Spencer, number 13. He runs into the end zone, so I'm feeling good, feeling great about it. Of course, I've got my receivers around me on the sideline, band's playing the music, striking up the band. I'm playing it cool, of course. And then the little red phone rings. Bring, ring. And the guys are like, oh man, that's Coach Bible. What's he gonna say? Now, you've got to understand something. Dana Bible was the offensive coordinator and quarterback coach. He was hard on us now. But this time, I think I just threw a sweet touchdown. This is gonna be good. So Smoke tells me to pick up the phone. I'm all confident, feeling great. Coach Bible, what's up? How you feeling, man? What's going on? And he says, man, that was a great throw. That was a beautiful throw. I mean, just a beautiful throw. Now let me ask you something. What the were you doing the play before? See, Coach Bible was teaching me a lesson. Greatness isn't just about the big moments. Greatness is consistent flow. Every moment, every play, every second. That's a lesson I took with me from NC State. I play on Sundays, but I don't just think about winning on Sundays. See, my goal is to win every day. And that means living life with intention. Intention in what you do and what you say and the people you surround yourself with. That's not easy. We all get distracted. But the essence of life, the essence of success is when distractions come, how fast can you get back in line? How quickly can you regain your focus? That's what Coach Bible was telling me, because that's what great leaders do. And here's a little secret. When you commit fully to your vision, discipline gets easier. Like some days, I don't want to work on my footwork, but my commitment to myself, my vision to be the greatest to ever play the game at quarterback position, there is no choice. That brings me to the second lesson I've learned. Vision takes resilience. In some ways, I learned resilience from my parents. When my dad was sick, I saw my mom put every ounce of herself into taking care of him. And I saw how hard my dad battled. He couldn't overcome his illness, but he never gave up. My freshman year, I was playing 2 sports and taking 18 credits and playing quarterback and catching punts in practice. And sometimes as the ball was sitting up in there in the air and hanging up there forever, and Nate Irving's running full speed at you, breathing down your neck, I'd wonder, why the hell am I doing this? And then I'd hear my dad's voice, son, never give up. My dad's voice is still in my head. When people ask me, how did you get here? It actually isn't that complicated. I just didn't give up. No matter what your vision is, I promise you'll have plenty of chances to quit. In my career, I was told I'd never play college baseball and football at the same time. I was told I'd never play quarterback. I was told I'd never make it in the NFL. But for me, I just couldn't wait to prove them wrong. When I was out there in training camp, 102 degrees on a hot summer day, and I was sweating, battling to make the team, all I was thinking, I'm gonna go longer than you. I'm gonna be the first one here and the last one to leave. None of that guarantees success though, especially not right away. Things take time. And sometimes you pursue a goal and it doesn't work out or it doesn't feel right. But if that happens, at least you pursued it. At least you went after your dream with everything you had. Remember those words from the legendary NC State basketball coach, Jimmy Valvano. Jimmy V, he won the NCAA championship in 1983. 10 years later, Jimmy V was terminally ill. Just a few weeks left to live. He came right back here to NC State, to Reynolds Coliseum. He could barely make it up the stairs to the court. But he gave one of the most inspiring speeches. And in that speech, he said, "Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up." You know what I believe? When people don't become successful, 99% of the time, it's because they give up. So graduates, as you go out into the world, take every single chance you can. Sometimes you'll win, sometimes you'll lose, but don't be the one who quits. And build your resilience before you need it. A lot of people think life is about facing obstacles. See, I think life is about preparing for obstacles. What are you doing on a daily basis to feed your mind, your body, your soul, so that when the obstacle comes, you'll be ready? And yet, no matter how much you prepare, life is going to throw stuff at you. Which brings me into the third lesson I've learned about living with vision. See, vision takes faith. For me, that's my faith in God. Back when I was here at NC State, I'd play a game on Saturday. We'd win, of course. And Sunday morning, I'd go to church, and I'd be worshiping, my hands up in the air. And my dad was on his deathbed. And I'd think about the scripture, James 1:2. "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." See, but faith can take many different forms. No matter how or whether you worship, no matter how you worship, you have to find a way to believe in yourself, and at the same time, to believe in something greater than yourself. Faith will give you perspective. It will ground you and humble you. And even as you strive for greatness, it'll be tough sometimes. So many times we try to control everything, but faith helps you let go. It allows you to say, okay, it's not in my hands. Faith keeps you going. I think about Chadwick Boseman, great actor, incredible human being. Made 7 movies, all while battling cancer. In a commencement speech at Howard University in 2018, he said, when God has something for you, it doesn't matter who stands against it. Chadwick's faith allowed him to achieve amazing things right up until the end of his life. And faith helps you prioritize. You notice I didn't say the word balance, because I think if you want to be great at anything, truly great, there's no such thing as balance. But there is such a thing as having priorities. When I think about the past decade of my life, my dreams haven't changed, but some of my priorities have. My first priority has always been my relationship with God. Because if that's not right, nothing's right. But now that I'm a husband and a dad, I got 3 kids running around like crazy. Right after that relationship with God comes my family. I haven't lost my ambition. If anything, my ambition has grown. The difference is that now I don't want to do great things for me. I want to do great things for them. Which brings me to the final thought I want to share. Finding your vision is about looking inside yourself, but living with vision is about looking outside yourself. In some ways, class of 2021, you already know this. You've faced a kind of adversity none of us could have ever imagined. The pandemic hit, the world turned upside down, and the NC State community came together. Students volunteered at food drives back home or at the testing and vaccination drive here on campus. Administrators figured out how to go remote. Professors crushed it on Zoom. Essential workers stayed on campus, making huge sacrifices to keep everyone safe. He showed the world what it means to be a Wolfpack, always looking out for someone else. Because you never know when you'll have the chance to change someone else's life forever. Remember a little while ago when I said I'd tell you about a guy named Dee Hoggard? Well, I think back to a moment 10 years ago when I was it was about 6 months after my dad had passed away, and it became clear I was gonna have to leave NC State. I didn't wanna leave. This place meant a lot to me. It was a really tough time. So one day, I go see Didi in his office just to talk about everything going on, and I poured my whole heart out. I had tears in my eyes. I'll never forget, Didi. You looked right at me and you said, the one thing I know, the one thing I will always know is that I believe in Russell Wilson. And every Sunday morning since, to this day, before I step out into the field, I still get a text from Didi Hoggard, I believe in Russell Wilson. Well, you know what, Didi? I believe in you. I believe in people like Didi Hoggard, people who lift up everyone around them, who use their talent and heart and time on this planet to change someone else's life. And I know that all of you can do for somebody what Didi Hoggard did for me. Graduates, NC State has given you the tools you need for success, and you'll always be a part of the Wolfpack. So now, as you prepare to go out into the world and live with vision, here's my challenge for you. Don't just think about the life you'll lead. Think about the lives you'll change. You all have someone who believes in you. The question is, do you believe in you? Do you believe in your own vision? You could be the next Maya Angelou. She stood on this stage with a vision. Martin Luther King Jr., he inspired a movement with his vision. President Obama is living his vision every day. Class of 2021, what's your vision? Remember, vision takes discipline. It takes resilience. And vision takes faith.